Hey, what's up guys, TechTime here, and this is gonna be my 6 months later review of the Samsung Galaxy S24, the standard model, not the Plus and not the Ultra, because I really feel like this is the underrated version of the Galaxy S lineup of devices. So one of the things that really impressed me about this phone is its compact design, which we will jump into here in a little bit. So while this phone is not the ultimate flagship device and it may not pack the most premium high-end stuff, I enjoyed using this phone for the time that I had it for. And here's my design impressions first of all. So one of the things that I appreciated when it came to the design is how compact this phone is. So the back is made out of this kind of frosty glass material that feels really good in the hand. And the right hand side does have your power button and volume up and down that are really clicky and tactile. And even the sides themselves has this subtle curve to provide a much more premium grip. And the back also has your triple camera setup, which we will cover later on in the video. And you have your LED flash. And on the bottom of the phone, you have kind of somewhat of a premium phone when you don't have a headphone jack. So you have your SIM tray, your microphone, your USB-C port, as well as your bottom facing speaker. And the back of the phone in general, just like I said, has this kind of frosted material to it that is slightly slippery, but this phone, because of the way that it's designed, because of its compact form factor, just provides a really nice grip. So design wise, it may not be the flashiest, but because of its form factor and its compact kind of design, in my opinion, it makes it one of the best designed phones of 2024. So next in my conversation has to be the display, because this screen here is stupid bright. Like, it's insanely bright. First of all, it is a 6.2-inch display, not the biggest display that you'll use, but 2340 by 1080p. So it's a 1080p AMOLED panel that has 120 Hz HDR10 plus, and peak. Get this, it does have a peak brightness of 2600 nits. It's insane. The normal standard for AMOLED display is between 800 and 1000 nits, but this phone has 2600 nits. So using this phone in bright conditions will be a breeze for this device. And everything else about the display is impressive. The bezels on this phone are small, so it does have kind of a almost 91% screen to body ratio. So anything that you will do on this display will definitely be impressive, from watching your videos to browsing through your social media, even going through articles and things of that nature. Yeah, this display just checks pretty much all the boxes, other than the fact that it doesn't have kind of a quad HD display, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. Alright, so real quick, I want to highlight the camera here, and there are a lot of camera reviews out there. I'm not here to fully review the camera. If you guys want to see a dedicated video for that, let me know. But basically, you get a triple camera setup with a 50 megapixel main sensor at f1.8, a 10 megapixel telephoto sensor, as well as a 12 megapixel ultra wide. You can immediately tell there's no janky sensor like a depth sensor or a macro sensor. But this phone is also capable of shooting 8K video at 24 or 30 frames per second, 4K at 30 or 60 frames per second. So video quality that comes out of this phone is also very respectable. And I gotta say that the interface itself is quick, easy to use, and just makes the experience that much better. Transitioning between your main sensor, your ultra wide sensor is almost seamless. Definitely a good quality camera. Like I said, if you guys want to see a dedicated camera review, let me know. I just don't want to make this video way too long. Alright, so next in the conversation, without a doubt, has to be the specs themselves. So this phone does have, I would say, high-end specs, right? So you do get the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor, which is heavy focused on AI technology. You also get standard 128GB of storage, 8GB of RAM. Bottom line is this: everything about the performance of this phone is very impressive. If I were to complain, it would be in the battery department. So this phone does have kind of a 4000 milliamp hour battery. It's funny because the standard battery life, and I guess because this is at the end of the day kind of a compact phone, it's a smaller device, so smaller battery life kind of makes sense. But yeah, 4000 milliamp hours is not that impressive, and it's kind of the only letdown thing about this device in my opinion. Still decent battery life, but could have been better. This phone also supports 25 watt of wire charging, 15 watt of wireless charging. You also have kind of 4.5 watt of reverse charging, but with a battery capacity of 4000 milliamp hour battery, I wouldn't rely too much on that reverse charging. Okay, so here is my bottom line conclusion when it comes to the Galaxy S24. I didn't think I would like it as much as I did actually like this phone. It may not be an eye catcher as far as design, but its compact form factor is really what won me over. Now, some may look at that $800 price point and be like, yeah, this is not for me. And I would get that. I mean, you know how to spend your money better than anybody else. So I would, if that's you, then I would look towards the Galaxy A25, A35, or even the Galaxy A15 at that point. But my bottom line is this is definitely a phone that I I would buy if I was a dedicated Android user. I really enjoyed the experience of the Galaxy S24. So with that being said, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Let me know what you think of this device. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Leave it in the comments below and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.